Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Welcome back. Today we are counting down the most anticipated video games expected to release in 2026. From long-awaited sequels to ambitious new worlds.
Us cops, we gotta protect you.
These are the titles that have players closely watching every trailer and announcement as anticipation continues to build.
I've had worse.
Without further ado, let's begin.
Ship is dying, and my only way out of here is with one of them.
Ken Levine, the creator of Bioshock, viewed as a narrative-driven first-person shooter built entirely around player choice. Set up a floating space station, the game focuses on reactive storytelling, where your decisions shape both the world and the characters around you. Component blends traditional gunplay with powerful abilities, while its retro-futuristic setting creates a tense and unpredictable atmosphere. While this country has no confirmed release date, it's active development for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC, making it one of the most intriguing titles seen on the horizon.
They're right.
The Forza Horizon series has built a reputation for delivering some of the most accessible and visually impressive racing games in the genre, and Forza Horizon 6 looks set to continue that trend. This time, the festival is widely expected to be held in Japan, a setting long requested by fans and one that opens the door to dense city streets, winding mountain roads, and scenic countryside routes. While Forza Horizon 6 currently has no confirmed release date, it is in development for Xbox Series X and S and PC, making one of the most talked about racing games. Gears of War E-Day takes the series back to its darkest and most pivotal moment, Emergence Day. Set years before original trilogy, the game focuses on the sudden Locust invasion and chaos that follows, offering a more grounded and personal perspective on the conflict. Rather than leaning into large-scale warfare, E-Day emphasizes tension, atmosphere, and close quarters combat, evoking the horror-tinged tone of the franchise's early entries. With modern visuals and a renewed focus on storytelling, Gears of War E-Day has potential to be reintroduced series onto long-time fans and welcoming a new generation, even as its release date remains unconfirmed.
Do you feel it? Something is coming.
Remedy Entertainment returns to the Control universe with the Control Resonant, a follow-up that aims to expand on the surreal storytelling and physics-driven combat that defined the original game.
Of staggering power. Reshaping reality as we know it.
Sent once again in the shifting architecture of the Federal Bureau of Control, Resonant is expected to explore new anomalies, deeper lore, and more advanced supernatural abilities. Early tales suggest a stronger focus on environmental interaction, allowing players to manipulate spaces and objects in more complex and destructive ways than before. With Remedy's Northlight engine pushing next-generation visuals and lighting, Control Resonant is shaping up to be a visually striking and narratively ambitious experience. The game is currently in development for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and a release window set for 2026.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man,
The draw just has a way of finding me.
Insomniac Games brings one of Marvel's most iconic characters to the spotlight with Marvel's Wolverine, a standalone action title built specifically for next-generation hardware. Unlike later superhero adaptations, Wolverine is expected to take a more grounded and mature approach, focusing on close-quarters combat, brutal encounters, and character-driven storytelling. The game is designed around Wolverine's regenerative abilities and adamantium claws, allowing for aggressive melee combat that emphasizes precision and impact. Powered by Insomniac's experience with narrative-driven action games, Marvel's Wolverine aims to deliver a focused, story-heavy experience rather than traditional open-world formula. The title is currently in development for PlayStation 5 and a planned release window in 2026.
I'm Wolverine.
Bond. James Bond.
IO Interactive steps into the world of James Bond with 007 First Light, an original story designed to introduce the iconic spy in a modern gaming
You
format.
lads got a faulty coffee machine?
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Rather than adapting a film, the game tells a standalone origin story, focusing on Bond's early years and experiences that shape him into a 00 agent. Drawing from IO Interactive's work on Hitman series, First Light places a strong emphasis on player choice, stealth-based gameplay, and creative use of gadgets to complete missions. The game blends espionage and exploration and cinematic action, offering multiple ways to approach objectives across varied global locations. 007 First Light is currently in development for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and scheduled release in 2026.
The continent of Pywell. A land soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace and those who seek to shatter it.
Developed by Pearl Abyss, Crimson Desert is an open-world action RPG that blends cinematic storytelling and large-scale combat and exploration.
Will return.
Set in the war-torn continent of Pywell, the game follows a group of mercenaries navigating political conflict and shifting alliances and personal survival in a harsh medieval fantasy world.
Mission will restore.
Unlike traditional RPGs, Crimson Desert places a strong emphasis on real-time action combat, featuring dynamic battles, large enemy encounters, and detailed character animations. The world itself is designed to feel reactive and alive, and changing weather systems, large environments, and seamless transitions between exploration and combat. Crimson Desert is currently in development for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, with a planned release date window in 2026.
Who are you?
Phantom Blade Zero is an action-focused title that blends fast-paced melee combat with dark, stylized world-inspired martial arts, cinema, and steampunk aesthetics. The game emphasizes precision-based swordplay, combining fluid animations and chain attacks and defensive mechanisms that reward timing and skill rather than button mashing. Unlike traditional open-world games, Phantom Blade Zero follows a more structured level design, allowing for tightly controlled combat encounters and cinematic presentations.
No one goes near that blaze.
Visually, the game stands out with its high construct lighting, dynamic, dramatic camera angles, and motion captured animations that aim to replace the feel of choreographed fight scene.
Please, take it. Save our people. The girl's nothing but a shell now. She'll never be the same.
Phantom Blade Zero is currently in development for PlayStation 5 and PC, with a release date window set for 2026.
His breath. We channel it into steel, turning any blade into a...
investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Capcom continues its modern reinventive of the franchise with Resident Evil Requiem, a title that aims to push survival horror further into the next generation. Built on the RE engine, the game focuses heavily on atmosphere, lighting, and environmental detail, creating a more immersive and unsettling experience than previous entries. Requiem is expected to blend classic survival horror elements such as resource management and exploration with more redefined combat and enemy behavior. Early information suggests that a darker narrative tone with a strong emphasis on psychological tension rather than constant action. Resident Evil Requiem is currently in development for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, with a planned release window in 2026.
And what you got?
Gonna do this? We're doing it right.
Yo,
Rockstar Games returns with Grand Theft Auto 6, the next mainline entry in one of the most influential franchises in gaming history. Set in modern reimagining of Vice City and its surrounding regions, the game promises a vast open world designed with unprecedented levels of detail, realism, and interactivity. GTA 6 introduces a new dual protagonist narrative, allowing for a more character-driven story while maintaining the freedom and systematic gameplay the series is known for.
Hey, if you got friends, can you
Grand Theft Auto 6 is currently in development for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, and stands as one of the most anticipated games of 2026. And that wraps up our list of most anticipated upcoming games of 2026. From massive open worlds to story-driven experiences and next-generation gameplay, the year ahead is shaping to be one of the biggest in gaming. Let us know in the comments which game you are most excited to play, and if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more gaming coverage, updates, and countdown like this. Thanks for watching. I'm Pixel Jack, and I'll catch you in the next one.